Let's go. And looks like it's going to be ZVP again, and they've reversed back. So it looks like they keep switching. So TechnicS is now Zerg again, and NeMu is Protoss. Alright. And somebody just said Jim. Jim, of course. Oh, I gotta switch screens. Wait, Jim, of course, aka Jim Raynor. Jim Bag is a fellow Bulgarian. Alright, cool. I mean, look at them. They've all got like the proper anti-hack and everything. I don't have anti-hack. I'm a hacker. Well, I'm clearly hacking this game because I can see both of them and I can see like what they're building and stuff. Look at me. So TechnicS is the yellow Zerg here at the top right, I believe. And NeMu is the white Protoss at the bottom left. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Cool. So we're now 2-1. We're now 2-1. Originally, this was planned to be a best of 5, I think. But I don't know. If you guys want more games, I can ask them. We can just do more games. It's all live. If they want to play more, we can do more. There is no problem with that. Or we can just do a short day and just go straight to the group ceremonies. We're in fairly chillaxed mode today. Fairly relaxed. Because we don't have any like official games to do. And Bakri, by the way, asks a very good question. Why is NeMu always playing Protoss on the maps where you need a good wall? Because on Blue Storm, it's a ridiculously big space here, again, to wall off. So you got like this little tiny little choke thing that's like direct path between the bases, and then you have like this wider ramp that comes down to your natural. This, by the way, only allows small size units to go through, so like lurkers and dragoons and stuff can't go through there, so that's a bit annoying. It means a lot of players will actually rally up here onto the high ground. But anyway, we did have a 9-pull speed, by the way, or at least a fast gas from TechnicS. So it looks like they're actually just copying each other's builds. Not only are they switching races, but they're actually just doing the same builds. Ooh, little bitch probe. Little bitch probe blocks the hatchery. Oh, so BM. Oh my goodness. It's like the ultimate cock block right there. And what do we got? Oh, we got vertical cannons. Alright, that's interesting. I think they do actually both cover the Nexus, but perhaps not the mineral line. So for example, if he builds a Nexus here, he starts mining here, the Lynx can actually sneak around the side and just like harass probes in the back. So that'll be interesting if that happens. Although he could just like go for a bust here, who knows? That'd be quite silly, like one hatch muta and then like Ling the Speedling bust to even up the score. Oh, he's even built a third cannon. Where the hell is he gonna build a gateway now? Is he gonna build it here? Nothing is walled right now. What's going on? Alright, I don't understand what NeMu's doing. Oh, we got the block. Block it again. Block it again. Ah! Oh, I can't even click it because the Overlord's there. Oh god, blocked into infinity. Alright, there you go. It's brutal. Although for some reason there's like still no gateway. Why is that? Where the gateway at, yo? Where the gateway at? Where the gateway at? He's also running around the top side instead of going around this side. I don't know why. Oh, he's going for the run by! Or is he going for the bust? He's going for the run by. And boom! 4 speedlings in the main. Alright, how good's the micro? Let's see the micro. Let's see the probe micro. Let's do it. Let's do the drills. To the probe drill, let's go! Oh man, this is gonna be annoying. Except Pylon is also a little bit far away. He didn't like build it here. Oh, he can trap him. Oh, he got one. Oh, that was nice. He hasn't even lost the probe yet. Oh, he's losing a lot of mining time though. And the problem is he doesn't even have a gateway yet, so it's not like he can build a zealot and help attack these. He only has probes right now. Like normally you would have had a gateway already, so you could make a zealot and use the zealot to defend. But NeMu can't even do that. Oh, he might trap him. He's gonna trap him. Why are these being idle? He should just like move them. Alright, he's made a cannon instead. It's not ideal, but I guess he has to since he has no zealot. He's also built it in a way that he can gas stack to protect it. Well, obviously he has to make sure the pylon stays alive, or else it's going to be unpowered when it finishes. But it looks like it's going to finish in time, so these Zerglings won't be able to harass the probes anymore. And alright, cool. Meanwhile, TechnicS has taken his close third here, the mineral only, rather than taking the gas base, which would be at the bottom right there, a little bit further away. He's going for fourth hatchery here as well, without continuing to mine gas. So it's essentially 4 hatch, no gas. I mean, obviously he has the extractor, but he's not mining from it. He just used it to get link speed. So he's actually going for something similar to what NeMu did in game number 1, like a mass speeding stall, perhaps. Although it's a little bit early to tell. And God, this is like a non-wall. What kind of wall is this? This is like this is like a highway, you know. He's got like the divider and everything, and he's got like a nice big path here to run through. I mean, seriously, what is up with that? Oh man, clearly. I mean, he could even build the gateway here. Why couldn't he build the gateway there? This is actually like one of those UMS things, you know, where it's like a tug of war or something, and the units are running down both sides. This is definitely like a UMS setup. I don't know if NeMu's just been playing UMS all day. Sail is my nexus. Good location. Actually, it looks far. Now that you mention it, it looks far. But more importantly, alright, good. Just had to let him know. Alright, just informing him of his lack of building skills. Walls are for pussies. Alright, I like it. Good. Good times. Oh, we got 3 more gates. He's doing the same thing. NeMu's going for the build again, the 4-gate speed lot. Oh, he's a UMS master. See, I thought so. I thought so. Only UMS players could think of something so ridiculous and try and make it work. Anyway. Bum bum bum. Spire for Mr. TechnicS. TechnicS playing it pretty standard. Not gonna go crazy actually. He did get the 4th hatch before resuming gas again, but after that he's gone back into some pretty normal stuff. And let's see how he deals with the speed logs. It's gonna be a little bit harder to do on this map, to deal with them effectively, because it's quite open here. I mean, this base can't do a great SimCity against the speed logs, and also they have the opportunity to run through here into your main as well. It's quite a wide gap, so it's very easy, even if you do like a good SimCity here, for there to be some small gaps so the Zealots can just run into your main. So that's gonna be quite annoying, obviously. And again, the timing is off. You can see the speed is going to be finished way before the +1, although at least he didn't sack any Zealots this time, which I quite like. You know, going for +1 speed lot and then sacking your first 2 Zealots is, in my opinion, like a huge sin. You should never ever do that. I think Day 9, one of his podcasts, even goes on about that a lot as well, so I remember it specifically. Alright, so by the way, is it just me or is TTF just trash talking like crazy in the chat? Every time I look over, I see some random lines from him. That's glorious. I'm just gonna rig this so TTF is in the same group as TechnicS and NeMu in the round of 24. Just let them fight it out. Oh yes. I need to rig my bag here. I do actually have some spare blank slips that I can write additional names on. That would be pretty cool. Use some sleight of hands to make the best groups. Hey, looks like we got some mutas, but there are like a billion speed logs here. Although there are 3 summons as well, and look at these people getting slightly confused. They really should just run into the main. Here we go. Here's the main run, and Link's gonna try and block. They don't have the Zealots aren't a +1 yet, but they're still pretty effective against Link. It looks like actually NeMu just can't figure out what he wants to do. So he's run back to attack the summons, but I think it's probably the worst idea ever. Could just try and broken through the lanes. So as it is, he's going to kill 1 Sunken, a few links, and then lose an entire Zealot force without getting +1. See, +1 is like it's like 10 seconds away from finishing, and his Zealots just died. So that was not ideal. Hawker used to just Alfie on the same group. I think that would be hilarious. Let's just get all the BM people together. Let's just do that. That's a BM Fest group. And then we'll have like the Manor Guys group as well with Bakuryu and like Mazur and all that good jazz. anyway. It's like we had some emergency cannons in response to the mutas. They're going to be marginally effective, although TechnicS doing some pretty slick muta micro that to take them down. Meanwhile, also getting a 4th base here at the bottom right. And it's quite funny. This Blue Storm actually used to be super duper good for muta harass. I think in the original incarnation of this map, the cliff actually pressed right against the minerals. And then they decided that was actually too imbalanced, and they changed it, so you got more space here, but it's still pretty good for muta harass. It was particularly bad against Terran because they didn't have the space to build turrets. Although, you know, it's quite funny now that I think about it, though, because, you see, originally, like, you know, back when Blue Storm was popular, which was many years ago, actually, now, it's very old in like, Blue War terms. You know, players complain about that, and they changed it so there's more space back here. But if you look at like more recent maps, like the latest round of Pro League maps, all the changes were the other way. So in the original versions of the maps, there was like a little bit of space behind the natural minerals, and then all the Zerg players complained. So all the revised versions of like Sniper Ridge and Jade have the minerals pressed against the cliff. So actually, like the balance changes have gone the other way in the recent maps, which is very interesting to me. I mean, this kind of shows a metagame shift, how much the Zerg actually relies on the muta harass nowadays to survive. Really interesting stuff. Or maybe like Zergs are just better at whining nowadays, so the map makers change it in their favor or something. I don't know. I do not know. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So, we've got a hive on the way for Monsieur TechnicS. And he's actually going mass mutiling again. He's actually doing the same thing he did on Destination while also expanding very aggressively, going for a 5th base already. I mean, I guess if you're only making Zerglings and a handful of muta, you can afford to just make a billion hatcheries. Meanwhile, though, NeMu is going mass Archon, which could be quite effective. He's making a lot of goons as well, which I'm not a huge fan of. Goon Archon, questionable. Should really be Goon Templar or Zealot Archon. I don't think Goon Archon is actually as strong as you might think. It doesn't quite work that well. I think Goon Zealot is just way better. Even if you have to deal with lurkers, it's still better, I think. Obviously, you want some goons, but mass Goon Archon, not ideal. Not ideal. And as I said, we have a Great Aspire, although this time it's going to be easier to harass the back of the natural here because the Protoss army can't just like run around the back and deal with you very easily. It has to kind of run all the way out and back here, and even then you still have some space. So these Guardians are going to be super annoying for NeMu to deal with. Meanwhile, we just have a trillion Zerglings here. I told you guys, they're like basically playing UMS right now. Doing like a mass Ling UMS, running the wall here. For some reason, NeMu's rallied to here. He needs to rally up here, or his goons are gonna get stuck. Goons and Archons can't fit through there. So if you like try and rally out, if you try to like move units through there, if they're too big, they'll just like bug out and get stuck. Which is why Blue Storm is just a nightmare to play on in the late game if you're like big armies trying to run around. Although not quite as bad as that other map that had that. What was it called? What was it? Was it Sinchapangria? No, it wasn't. It was, God, what was the other map that had, like, the super narrow thing in the middle? Oh, I can't remember the name now. Damn. Bake Magoji? Bake Magoji? No. It was the map that they turned into Crossfire for StarCraft 2. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The original map was a brutal map, and then it became Crossfire in SC2. It was like an exact remake. Peaks of Bake-Do! Thank you! Oh, thank you so much. Well done, Andre. Well done, Epoxide. Peaks of Bake-Do, that's the one. God. I'm like just randomly listing off map names. Could not think of it for the life of me. Peaks of Bake-Do, there we go. Anyway, we got a big bust here while NeMu loses natural. The Sunkens should really be targeting the Archons because those are the biggest threat, and they do much better against the Archons than themselves, but I don't think it matters. There's like a billion Guardians in the back. Bye-bye, although a lot of good Zerglings, so that's going to get cleaned up. And now these Guardians taking out the rest of the natural. GG from NeMu, and we are 2-2. Aw yeah, 2-2, going to a Game 5. Alright, sweet, didn't even take that long. Did not even take that long. Hopefully we have an epic Game 5. Alright, I'm gonna let the players decide this time. Okay, you guys pick final map. Alright, TechnicS wants FS. Alright, TechnicS is gonna be boring. Alright, we're going back to the beginning. back to the spirit of fighting. See, guys, I told you. See, every time. All right, this is like a little pet peeve of mine. But every time, you know, a tournament comes out with maps, all like the viewers are like, "Oh no, why are you fighting Spirit? No, you should only have an outsider and you know, Blue Storm and